An absolutely nightmarish first half for the Clockers. 4 lost fumbles. They had an onside kick work against them. An interception with 5 seconds left in the half that went for a touchdown for Dover Sherborn. And the DS Raiders are leading 28-0. Nothing else can go wrong. It can only go up from here. So we'll see what happens. DS will be receiving. Chris Loftus, number 8, who has at least 2 touchdowns already tonight. And number 18 is Judd Smith. They're deep. And DS has 5 up front. They might be thinking about an onside kick from Ashland. The ball will be kicked from the 40. Brian Blockenstein at 34 will hit it. And we're underway in the second half. It is an onside kick. It didn't go 10 yards when it was covered by DS, then went 10. And the Clockers have it. And there's the flag. Let's see what it is. It's first down Ashland. The referee is signaling that much. And it's a holding penalty against DS. Another 15. And suddenly, first down Ashland at the Dover Sherborn 32-yard line. What a start to the second half. Jamie Campbell's had problems throwing in the first half. Hasn't thrown too much, but hasn't completed any. Receivers have dropped a few. He brings them out. He needs a big half. They've split Silvetti wide right. Massaro Merloni in the backfield. It goes to nobody. He still has it. Pass out tipped. Caught by Frank Massaro on his feet. Still on his feet. And the officials have him out of bounds at the 20-yard line. It's a first down for Ashland at the Dover Sherborn 20. It was tipped by the defender. I didn't see who. And into the hands of Frank Massaro, who took it to the 20 and a first down. So the first completed pass of the day, of the night by Jamie Campbell, number 17. 6 touchdown passes for Campbell so far this year. Second in Division 6. They go to Maloney up the middle. He gets 4 to the 16-yard line. Maloney hasn't been able to bust loose tonight. He's got about 45 yards rushing on about 9 carries. But he hasn't been able to break one as he did last week against the Keefe Tech Unicorns when he ripped Tech for over 230 yards. 3 touchdowns, had one of the biggest days of his career. In his final season as a Clocker, a senior, co-captain. Brian Blogensteiner tries the middle. Gets a tough 2 or 3 yards. The ball is loose again, but I believe after he was down. And we're going to have a big third down play, 3rd and 3, although the Clockers are in 4-down territory. Pandolfi comes out, Merloni comes in with the play. Clockers going left to right in their home royal blue. Dover Sherborn Raiders in their white uniforms. Here we go, 3rd and 3. Carey and Silvetti split. Campbell wants to pass, looking for Carey, incomplete. And a late flag. And it looks to be against Dover Sherborn as they plead with the officials. What did I do wrong? Carey kind of buckled as he attempted to go for that ball, and I think the penalty is in there someplace. It's a personal foul. It takes the ball to the 6, and it's 1st and goal, Ashland at the 6. So with 8:31 left in the 3rd period, the Clockers are knocking on the door. They're 4 touchdowns behind, so they're going to have to score often here in the second half if they're going to get back in this ball game. They give it to Merloni, takes it to the 5-4, and he broke through for the touchdown. Jamie Merloni, his 8th touchdown of the season. And the Clockers are on the board, 28-6. It's amazing what a change in announcers can do for a team. As the Clockers recover the second half kickoff on an onside kick and take it in with the help of a couple of penalties, or one anyway. Campbell wants to pass for two. Who's he looking for? It's incomplete. It was intended for Tarasenko, 21, or Brian Bloggenstein, 34, both in the area. And the teams come upfield with a timeout on the field, and the score Dover-Sherborn 28 and Ashland 6. Clockers, of course, coming off a nice win last week against Keefe Tech, 19-12. Dover-Sherborn is coming off a tough loss last week. They played Holliston 16-0. We'll watch that touchdown again on replay. Here it is. Right to Jamie. He looks like he was going to be stopped at around the line of scrimmage, the 6, but he just kept driving, and the final dive took him over the plane of the goal line, which is all you need to do. And now we're back live. Clockers lining up again. Of course, Dover-Sherborn expecting a possible onside kick again. They have 5 up, 4 in the second tier, and 2 deep. Clockers spread out in a standard formation from the 40, from the Ashland 40. Here it comes. It is. It's an onside kick again. DS right on it. It was actually kicked by, I think Andy Strickler, 89, actually put the foot into that one. As part of the fake on the onside kick, the actual kicker, Bloggenstein, doesn't even actually kick the ball. It went the 10 yards. It went to the Dover-Sherborn 46, but they fell on it right away. So that's where Dover-Sherborn will take over. They lost last week to Halston, 16-0. But Perry Macarios had 3 interceptions in that game, so they played Holliston tough. Here we go. Goes to Judd Smith, and Judd Smith busts it to the 35-yard line for a first down for Dover-Sherborn. Number 18, Judd Smith, he's been their best ball carrier and best all-around offensive threat, according to Coach Harry Rose in his 3rd season. DS was 3-7 last year, 3-5 in the league. They haven't been champions of the Tri-Valley League since 1979. And they have a first down now. Mike Pavlik, number 21, is the quarterback. He pitches to Smith again. And he gets 6 tough yards to the 30. And there's a timeout. An injury timeout, I guess, as Bill Pratt comes out. No, doesn't seem to be serious. Now the clock has started up again. 2nd and 4. Loftus is in the backfield now, number 8. And they pitch it to Loftus. Trying to go around the right side. Got some yardage. Looks like he's about at the 20, which would mean another Dover-Sherborn first down. Indeed it is. First down, DS Raiders. Outside the 20. Ashland 22-yard line, we'll call it. First down. Handoff goes to Smith. The ball is loose again. It looks like DS has retained it. And the second down is going to come up, and we have a player down on the field, so we'll have an official's timeout. It's a Dover-Sherborn player. Ashland trainer Bill Pratt right out there to see what the problem is. Dover-Sherborn with 2 wins this year. They beat Millis. Had a big game against Millis. Beat them pretty good, 32-7. Mike Pavlik was 15 for 17 passing, 4 touchdowns in that game. Loftus has 3 of their touchdowns this year. Perry Macarios has 2. Judd Smith has 2. Brian Dean has 4. And Pavlik has 6 touchdown passes, the same as Jamie Campbell going into the game tonight, these statistics are. Dover Sherborn also owns a win over Norwell. And we're ready to go. Second down. He wants to pass. Incomplete. Intended for Brian Dean, number 34. And Mike Pavlik hit hard after he released that ball. Clean hit, though. No flag on the play. He seems a little shaken up. As the team huddles, he's coming out. Number 20. Pete. Fickerson is in the game. In the backfield, but the carry is by Jed Smith. He picks up a couple. And DS is in a 4th down situation now at about the 19-yard line. Looks like about a 4th and 8. Here we go. Pavlik back in, calling signals, straight back to pass, looking into the end zone. Complete. Now the ball comes out, flags everywhere, pushing and shoving. Ball down near the goal line. Flags all over the field. And let's see what the call is. Penalties, it appears to be penalties against both sides. So it's going to be no play. I don't know if we're going to have any yardage marked off here. We may just repeat 4th and 8 from the 19. Let's see the officials getting together to talk it over. So it's offsetting penalties after the play, which apparently was incomplete. And so it's going to be clocker ball, 1st down at their own 20. So offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct penalties after the play. The pass looked good, but apparently was incomplete. And during some of the celebrations afterwards, the unsportsmanlike penalties were called. So it was after the 4th down play, so the Clockers get the ball, 1st down. And it's 1st down, and we're ready to go. So Ashland's got the ball again, 6:16 left in the 3rd period. They're trailing 28-6. Campbell's been using the passing game here in the 2nd half. Let's see what they do here deep in their own territory. A little bit more confusion. Now it looks like we're ready to go as the chain gang gets squared away. And Campbell looking out for Silvetti. Complete. At the 31-yard line, 1st down Ashland. Campbell to Silvetti, that was a combination that was real big earlier in the season, but he hasn't been able to get it to him recently. But a nice 11-yard pickup and a 1st down. Jeff Silvetti, number 23. Campbell throwing with confidence. He's done a fine job all year. He's the senior. They go to Maloney on the sweep to the right side, gets by one tackler and is forced out of bounds, but not before he gets to the 42-yard line. And another Ashland first down. We'll give him 11 yards on the carry. First down, Ashland. Jamie Campbell, the senior. He didn't play last year as a backup because he was injured. Brings him out. We go to Maloney again on a kind of a delay. Picks up about 4 yards. And I guess that was the play for the first down. I thought they made it last time, and I guess they must have been just short. So now it's 1st and 10. Ball on the Ashland 46. Massaro and Maloney in the backfield. Carey split wide right, Silvetti in motion. And it's the option play. It's pitched wildly to Maloney, who covers it. But his signals seem to be offside, in which case Ashland would have the option of kicking it again. So they march off 5, and it's 4th now and 20. And Frank Massaro will get another chance to kick one here. See if we can get by. 2 men back now for Dover Sherborn. It's a fake. Massaro lofting it for Adam Van Beek. He's got it! 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown Ashland! Adam Van Beek from Frank Massaro on the fake punt. And in dramatic fashion, the Clockers have added 6 more. And the score goes to 28-12. A 60-yard touchdown pass. Frank Massaro to Adam Van Beek. For Massaro, his first career touchdown pass. For Van Beek, his first career touchdown of any kind. And they've been throwing to Adam Van Beek in big situations the last 4 or 5 games, and he made the big play that time. Just over the defender. Blogesteiner will try to put one more up. Kick is up. It's long enough, but it's wide. So there's a timeout on the field with the score. Dover Sherborn 28 and Ashland 12. And now, of course, the specter of the onside kick looms again. We've had several in this game already, more than I've seen all season. And Ashland will try to get that ball back again. They're down by 16 points as they've missed both chances for extra points after their touchdown. So to tie it up, they'll need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. A tall order. But there's plenty of time left. 3:53 left to go in the 3rd period. As Jamie Campbell has heated it up with the passing game, and now Frank Massaro has gotten into the act with a dramatic fake punt on a 4th and 20 at their own 40. Van Beek beating the defender, taking it 60 yards for the touchdown. Here we go. Let's see what they do. Blogensteiner. It's a squibber, but a full-length kick. It comes down to Chris Loftus, number 8. Tries the right side. Stays in bounds, and the Clockers fold him up at the 35. Greg Carey in on the tackle, along with Ted DeMauro.
35-yard line, first and 10 for the Raiders.
And Dover Sherborn will be starting on their own 36. 3:46 left in the 3rd period. Mike Pavlik at quarterback. Dover Sherborn offense has worked very well tonight. Loftus in the slot on the left. Dean and Smith are in the backfield. It goes to Smith, and the Clocker defense storms him under. Keen Shaughnessy, number 68, helping out on the tackle. This big 78 is John Rossi. And on the bottom of the pile is number 71, Brad Mantle, looks like. Tomorrow takes a break. Up front for Ashland, Van Beek, Small, Rossi. Brad Mantle, 71, and there's a timeout on the field. Clock is pumped up. 2 scores here in the second half. Merlone took one in from 6 yards out. And then on a 4th and 20, punter Frank Massaro lofted one to Adam Van Beek, the tight end and defensive end, and Van Beek took it 60 yards for a touchdown. Ball now sitting on the 33.5-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 12 for Dover Sherborn. Pavlik has Loftus, Dean, and Smith in his backfield. It goes to Loftus on the play that's gone for a touchdown twice, but this time he's pushed back to the 30-yard line. It's now 3rd and 15. Now they mark it at the 31, 3rd and 14. Keen Shaughnessy taking the signals. Ted DeMauro taking a breather, number 54. He usually calls the plays for the Ashland defense. Here we go, 3rd down. Big play for both teams. Pavlik straight back from a shotgun, wants to pass. Now rolls left, pursued by Van Beek, who nails him for a loss. Adam Van Beek showing that amazing speed for a big man. Caught quarterback Mike Pavlik from behind for a sack. And Van Beek gets a well-deserved rest. He's the biggest man on the Ashland team, 6'3". Really doing it all on offense and defense tonight. Deep punt formation, there it is. It's a short kick. It takes an Ashland bounce and is down by Dover Sherborn at the Ashland 45-yard line. And the Clockers will take over there with 1:55 to go in the 3rd period, trailing 28-12. Tim McLaughlin, number 63. Into the game for Ashland. He's done an outstanding job. He got to start last week for the first time and really did outstanding in Ashland's win over Keefe Tech, starting at the guard position. John Savage, 62, is your center. Tony Frizzori, number 77, is the tackle. Keen Shaughnessy, 68, the other tackle. First down, Ashland. The pitch goes to Jamie Merlone, tries the right side, now cuts it back to the left, up the middle, makes a gain out of it. The ball loose again. It is loose, and DS has it. So once again, the Clockers can't hold the ball on this chilly night at Harold Grump Walker Field. We had a few snow flurries early. Merlone talking to the official. I don't know what it's about. But Merlone ordinarily very reliable with the football. But all the Clockers having trouble holding it tonight. First down, DS, their own 49. Pavlik wants to pass. Over the middle, complete. Was it number 1? No, it's out of the backfield, number 18, Judd Smith. The senior co-captain, number 18, Judd Smith, doing it all tonight for the DS Raiders. Ball is inside the Ashland 35 at the 34. First down, Dover Sherborn. Macarios comes to the left. Passing formation. Goes up the middle to number 20, Peter Feichelson. Pete Fickerson with his first carry of the night. Picked up about 3. 2nd down and 7. Ball to 31. Only 48 seconds. The clock running in the 3rd period. Diaz keeps it on the ground again with Fickerson. Finds an opening. Bursts through. Finally brought down by Brian Blogenstein, or he would have had a touchdown. He takes it to the 20, and it's 1st down, Dover Sherborn at the Ashland 20. Clock stops just to move the chains. Now it's running again with 30 seconds left in the 3rd period. Dover Sherborn trying to run some clock now, I think, which you do when you keep the ball on the ground, of course, as the clock stops after any incompletion. This time it's Jed Smith, breaks a few tackles, takes it to the 10 and close to another 1st down. Jed Smith, number 18, doing it all. But it wasn't a 1st down. It's a 2nd and 1, and that's the end of the 3rd period. With the score, Dover Sherborn 28, Ashland 12.
I'll finish. Do you mind? No. Hi, I'm back. You changing tape? Okay. Let's go. Yeah, good time. Okay, we're set to go to the 4th quarter, and Ashland still has an uphill climb ahead of them as they trail by 16, 28-12. And it was the end of the quarter that put at least a temporary halt on a DS march down the field. But as we resume, the ball will be at the Ashland 10-yard line. And as I said, Dover Sherborn kind of knocking on the door. Bear in mind that if the Clockers manage to turn back DS on this possession, they're still 3 scores away from a win. Here we go. Pavlik with it, hands it off to Judd Smith, tackled in the backfield. Tackled for a loss of about 3. It was Van Beek again bursting through. So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 6 yards to go situation for DS. As they come out, now this is number 14, Eben Gregory, coming to the right side. We haven't had his number called yet here tonight. Let's see what happens. Pavlik calling signals, rolls, wants to throw, feels some pressure, throws it out, and it's complete. Complete at the 5-yard line. And it was indeed to Eben Gregory. So that'll be a 1st down, 1st and goal at the 5. Clock is running 9 minutes, 20 seconds left to go here in the game. And DS is leading by 16, a score of 28-12. Key spot. Pavlik with it, hands it off to Judd Smith. Smith straight ahead, churning down to about the 2. This has been a real tough night for the Clockers in terms of turnovers, fumbles, and interceptions, and just a tough time hanging on to the football. So the ball is spotted around the 2-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and goal from that point. Hand off again to Smith, and he's undercut. Blogensteiner upended him, uprooted him. So again, DS fails to drive it in. It'll be 3rd down and goal. still from about 2 yards out. Clock becoming a big factor in this game as we're below 8 minutes to play. They come out. This is Loftus on the right side. Pavlik calling signals. Pavlik with the ball, hands it off straight ahead. Don't see a signal yet. Touchdown, touchdown. As the ball carrier is number 34, Brian Dean. Brian Dean, the touchdown scoring running back. So the score is now 34-12. And DS will try for yet another conversion. And Pete Fickerson is out there with a kicking tee, so it appears that they're going to try and kick it. Here we go, snap, spot, blocked again. Ashland picks it up, and it's, let's see who it was. Was it Merloni or Silvetti? It was Silvetti, number 23. High school rule is if you pick up a blocked kick of that nature, you can actually run it back and score, which is what Silvetti attempted, but he was stopped. In any case, and it would be good for 2 points, I might emphasize, not a touchdown. In any case, the conversion fails, so the score remains DS 34 and Ashland 12. Let's take another look. This is the touchdown, the handoff, as you can see, to Brian Dean straight ahead. And had very little distance to go on that play and picked it up handily for the touchdown. Pete Fickerson will kick off. Now, bear in mind that in this final quarter, DS has the wind at their backs. So I would be slightly surprised at this point if they fooled around with another onside kick attempt. Wouldn't be textbook, I guess, but here we go. And instead, does Judd Smith come up and kick it off to Merloni. Merloni with it across the 25. Merloni to the 30, slips and falls as he approaches the 34-yard line, so Ashland will take it over there.
5-yard line. First and 10 clockers.
Merloni trying one of those stop-on-a-dime cuts, and unfortunately, the sod kind of pulled loose from beneath his feet, and he went down. So Ashland takes over, first and 10 from their own 34-yard line with about 7.5 minutes left to go here in the game. This is Greg Carey coming out to the left side along with Jeff Silvetti, Jamie Merloni. Could be a passing formation. Sure looks at Campbell back to throw. Throws it out, and it's incomplete. Intended for Greg Carey. It was Pete Fickerson on the coverage. It falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 35.
Frank Massaro comes to the sideline as the play goes into the game with Brian Blogensteiner. The lone setback behind Campbell is Blogensteiner as Campbell calls signals. And a handoff to Blogensteiner straight ahead. He has a hole. He cuts it out to the 44-yard line where he's taken down. Nice gain by Brian Blogensteiner. It'll be good. Will it be good? It should be. It's very close. Let's see. Depends where they mark it. And no signal yet regarding a first down. Now there is. Referee signals first down. 1st and 10. Ashland at their own 44-yard line. 1st and 10. Here we go. Again, Greg Carey out on the right, along with Silvetti, Merloni in that slot. Blogensteiner stays in the backfield. Ashland appears like they're going to throw again. Campbell to throw, has time, lofts it out, and it's incomplete. Oh! In and out of Merloni's hands, and Silvetti almost picked it up, but not quite.
By Jeff Silvetti.
Good attempt, but incomplete, so it'll be 2nd down and 10. Frank Massaro into the game with the play in the backfield along with Merloni. Campbell back. Campbell looking. Campbell has time. Throws complete to Silvetti. Silvetti cuts it up. Silvetti breaks a tackle. Silvetti down the sideline. Silvetti finally knocked out of bounds as he gets to the midfield stripe. Let's see where they mark it as he touched the sideline. They will mark it at about the 47-yard line of DS. I beg your pardon, about the 37-yard line of DS. 1st and 10. Very pretty run after the reception by Silvetti as he picked up some valuable ground. This time they go to the wide side on the right, and Ashland apparently jumps off before the snap count. So that'll be a 5-yard walk-off to make it 1st and 15. Campbell back to throw, has time, airs it out deep, intended for Silvetti. It's going to be, is it picked off or incomplete? Incomplete. Almost picked off, very nearly picked off by Judd Smith. He had it in his hands, but apparently lost it as he fell to the ground. Campbell did not get what he wanted on that pass, frankly, because Silvetti, the intended receiver, had to pull up short for it, and Judd Smith had plenty of time to get over there and defend and almost pick it off. Campbell with it, rolling, throws, complete. Van Beek hit immediately and taken down at about the 48-yard line, so that'll be for a loss. So that's actually a net loss of about 6 yards, so it'll now be 3rd down and more than 20, about 21, 22 yards to go. There's been intermittent pressure on Campbell as he tried to throw, but out of this passing formation, he only has one back in there to block for him. Right now it's Massaro, but Campbell has time, throws. This one's picked off, and the run back to about the 42-yard line by Keith Pfeiffer, a linebacker, number 53. So the Clockers turn it over for the 7th time, if I'm not mistaken. Sounds about right. 7 turnovers on the night for Ashland between fumbles and interceptions, and just not a good night for them in that category here this evening. And without a doubt, that's been the story of this game, because whatever rhythm the Clockers may have tried to achieve, they've just been taken out of it time and time again by turnovers. Pavlik with it, straight ahead handoff, and I believe it's to Pete Fickerson, number 20. The gain of about 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Clock is running. Just over 5 minutes left to go in the ball game, and Ashland down by 22 points. I would imagine that DS would be very content to keep it on the ground in this situation and just wear down the clock. Handoff again, and this is Fickerson. Fickerson with lots of room. Fickerson with a man to beat. Fickerson's going to beat him, and Fickerson's going to score. Pete Fickerson, number 20, a late arrival in the game and just knocked off a 58-yard run for a touchdown. I can see why Dover Sherborn is content to keep it on the ground. Well, Fickerson is going to try to cap this one off. with a conversion, and he's been blocked twice. Snap, blocked again, and covered by Silvetti. So once again, the conversion attempt fails. And the score holds at Dover Sherborn 40 and Ashland 12.
39 left to go in the game here in Walker Field. The score is DS 40, Ashland 12.
Another kickoff coming up, and these have been an adventure here tonight with a couple of successful onside kick attempts. Nothing too deep. Frankly, that's one of DS's, one of their few deficiencies here tonight has been in their kicking game, both place kicking and punting. Well, we'll see. As Merloni and Pandolfi are back to receive it, it's a line drive. It goes through Asenko's legs, picked up finally by Merloni. Merloni with it, cuts it upfield at the 20, turns the corner to the 25, to the 30, gets outside, needs one block, and Merloni is going to get the block. Merloni on the run, cuts it back inside. Merloni trying to cross the field, still on his feet. Merloni eludes the last tackler and stumbles. Holy cow, what a run! He had a, we'll see it again, and you'll see at the end it was one-on-one against number 8, Loftus. Let's watch it as it sets up on the screen. This is not even a good kick, and it goes through a pair of legs. Merloni, as you can see now, picks it up. Now watch him cut it upfield. Okay, cuts it back one time, beats a couple of tacklers, takes it outside. And we'll see here as that was it right there, as number 8, Loftus, ran past him on that last cut and finally wound up on the ground as Merloni ran by him. So the run back comes to the 17-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10. And I'm sure just for last quarter bragging rights, the Clockers would like to put 6 more on the board. Campbell with it, hands it off to Massaro, and this play is going backwards. Loss of about a yard on the play, so it'll be 2nd down and 11. Clock continues to run. We're inside 4 minutes. This is Greg Carey coming to the left. Again, the formation with 3 receivers, this time on the left side. As Campbell calls signals. Campbell to throw this time. Lofts it out, and it's touchdown complete! Touchdown! Jeff Silvetti! Silvetti was all alone in the end zone, and Campbell found him for the touchdown. So Ashland is on the board again. Score now 40-18 as Campbell comes in, and it would appear that they'll go for 2 once again. Let's see what happens. Silvetti and Carey are the wideouts. Campbell calling signals. Back to throw, looks in, incomplete, but there should be a flag. Yes, indeed. It was intended for Greg Carey, and he was just pushed.
The 2-point attempt was intended for Greg Carey. It is incomplete, but we have a flag on the play.
So they'll run it again. This actually changes the complexion of things because now they're working from 1.5 yards away rather than 3. And this time they bring the ends in, as you can see, more of a running formation. Handoff inside, on the sweep rather to Merlone, but it's going to be no good. Flag down again. We'll see what the call is. Face mask called against DS. So Ashland will get another crack at it. This time from 3/4 of a yard, whatever that may be. More than 2 feet, less than 3. Campbell hands it off to Blogensteiner, and I don't think he got it. No good. So with 3:37 left in the game, the score remains Dover Sherborn 40 and Ashland 18. All right, we'll see it again. This is Campbell to throw, and as you can see, Silvetti was all alone in the end zone. Chris Loftus was more or less over there on coverage, but as I said, they put 3 wide receivers out on that side and flooded them into the end zone, and apparently crossed up the defense just enough to get one open. Okay, Blogensteiner to kick it off. Again, they're going to try the onside kick, and it's loose. Let's see, they may have it. Not quite. The key to an onside kick is to get it just over the hands, just beyond the first line of receivers, which I think they did. But someone else from DS obviously fell on the ball. It's a tough play to pull off. A big element of luck in an onside kick, but it's fun to watch. Pavlik calling signals, and straight ahead play. It's Fickerson, and he's hit immediately and dropped for a loss of about a yard, so it'll be 2nd down and 11. Raiders moving from their own 44-yard line. Time is out. I didn't see who called it, but timeout has been called. Just for the record, our apologies here tonight because an equipment failure has prevented both members of your broadcasting team from being with you at any one time here tonight. And thanks to Bob Thacker for his assistance keeping stats. And hey, as he said, he had a good 3rd quarter as Ashland put the ball in twice, and he had the call for you. Pavlik, the pitch. This is back to Judd Smith trying to turn the corner, and this time he stopped. He picked up about a yard. So it'll be third down, and depending on where they spot the ball, it'll be about 9 yards to go. Timeout again as Ashland clockers stop the clock. There are 3 minutes, 16 seconds left to go in the game. So if we assume a small play on the third down, a small gain on the third down play coming up, Ashland stops the clock one more time, assuming that DS would then punt it away, and the clock would stop on the change of possession. That would bring it down to about 3 minutes even. And Dover has not been, DS has not been conspicuously successful punting the ball here tonight. So conceivably, Ashland could have decent field position for one last crack at the goal line. But a very frustrating night for everybody involved with the Ashland team because the turnovers have just been crippling here tonight against the team that they really should have been in the game against. A new number in the game, 39, Jason Howarth, and he gets the call. And he attempted that play off the fake, but was upended. He attempted that play off the fake that Chris Loftus pulled for touchdowns twice here tonight, but it goes for nothing, so it'll be fourth down. A loss on the play of a couple, so it'll be fourth down and about 11. And Ashland does indeed stop the clock one more time with 3 minutes, 8 seconds left. Presumably, DS will kick it away to him. And they should have one more shot with the ball. They're going to send Maloney back deep for the punt. Pavlik to kick. Maloney back at the 25-yard line. Pavlik gets it out of there. A wobbler coming down to Maloney at the 24, cuts it up left, tries to get outside, but he's not going to get there as Perry Macarios, number 1, was there to smother him just as he crossed the 30-yard line. So the Clockers will take over first and 10 at the 32. 2 minutes, 59 seconds left to go in the game. As Ashland gets to mount perhaps a final drive. They send receivers Silvetti and Carey out to the left side. Campbell back to throw, looking that way, complete to Greg Carey. Takes it out of bounds as he crosses the 35-yard line. So they'll spot the ball at the 36-yard line, where it'll be second down and 5. As DS calls timeout. And
Kevin Salvi. Yeah, I think it's gone, Kevin.
stadium clock is malfunctioning. It shows 18 minutes and 55 seconds to go, which is obviously incorrect. Should be actually about 2 minutes and 55, as the play was run with 2:59 showing on the clock. Now they reset to 2 minutes 55 seconds. Campbell back to throw, has protection, throws it out deep for Maloney, complete at the 45-yard line to midfield and out of bounds to stop the clock. So it'll be a first down for Ashland. We'll see where they mark it, right around midfield where he went out of bounds. And They spotted actually on the Ashland side at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10. Campbell again, back to throw, has time, throws it out, complete, this time to number 84, Jason Mickey, tight end,
Reception
his first reception of the night.
from Jamie Campbell. We have a flag on the play. Penalty against Doak Sherborn.
Personal foul against DS on the play, so they mark off 15 after the reception. So that was a very expensive penalty for DS. Clocker's working, Campbell with it. On the drop play, this is Massaro. Massaro with running room, bounces his way across the 25-yard line as they untangle down around the 23. Frank Massaro with a nifty run. So it'll be 2nd down and about 5 yards to go. 2:21 left in the game. Timeout is called by DS.